I'm Aidan Taylor. I work for WSP USA. I'm an engineering geologist. I'm a member of the Underground Construction Association, SME, and I got interested in tunnelling when I was doing my mining engineering masters at Campbell School of Mines in the UK. So I actually had a professor which is a great sales pitch for Teach the Professor, right, with UCA. So he was actually on the Channel Tunnel job. He was a surveyor on the job and he taught a tunnelling course. And that kind of sparked my interest at the time. But it wasn't until I came to the United States and Biden passed the infrastructure bill, WSP was offering, and there seemed to be a boom around that time. And I was just like, this is a time to jump at this opportunity. And so yeah, that's when I went kind of from the mining industry to the tunnelling, because obviously it's still very applicable. I'm the lead engineering geologist on the Frederick Douglass Tunnel for the designer, DJV. We are currently doing additional investigation for the contractor. I'm working on the contract documents, so the GBR and GDR. So basically all the data that's needed to build the tunnel and help build the tunnel, construct the geotechnical profile, and yeah, help make the job a success and capture all that data that's needed to make everyone aware of what we need to build the tunnel. Tunnelling is a great career. I've been fortunate enough to travel many places with geology. Tunnelling's been no different. I've been to Colorado and Baltimore while I've been here working on Frederick Douglass and some jobs for the Federal Highways and National Institute. And then, yeah, generally, like if you work in Europe, you typically go across like sort of Asia, Hong Kong and Middle East, places like that are pretty cool. Geologists that I've worked with have been places like Turkey to work on tunnels out there. And yeah, there's always a tunnelling job somewhere in the world that needs highly skilled professionals, and unfortunately there's not too many of us around at the minute. And yeah, it's definitely something that students should be interested in, because it needs that. The growth at the minute is far exceeding the amount of people in the industry. It's a fascinating industry. You go into engineering because you want to build infrastructure, you want to have a tangible impact on the world, right? To be a student involved in these projects, they are incredibly complicated, right? So many different stakeholders. It gives you so many different skills, from communication, managing teams, to technical aspects of design, and then finances as well, right? Like it has to be on budget, on time, etc. So yeah, everything that you need to be a good engineer in these tunnelling jobs is transferable across many different things. And tunnelling is always this really cool thing, right? Everyone wants to play with like JCBs and big boys toys, and they don't come bigger than a tunnel boring machine. So yeah, I think for me it's being a mentor. I think being able to I've always been, so when I was at Rutgers I did TAing and teaching assistant work, and so having that connection with students I think is really important, and down for that, and other good initiatives by UCA enable the professionals in the underground tunnelling industry to be able to do that outreach in a tangible benefit. And as we say as well with the Teach the Professor scheme, you know, it's not just up to us, but we can create other avenues as to get other people involved in the industry. It's got to be the people that are here, right? It's quite a large conference, but at the same time it's quite small in the sense of that there are not that many technical experts on tunnelling when you consider other industries. Like, you know, if you're in surgical work in a medical profession, there's global, right? And the same with tunnelling, but it's a lot smaller, I think. So when you have these events like North American Tunnelling, the amount of knowledge in the room and just being able to have all that together and talk with everyone, see what everyone's working on, see what challenges people have encountered that you could apply to your own projects is incredible. So yeah, that's a massive benefit. And then seeing all the people from your company from one end of the country to the other that you don't normally see in one place that's incredibly useful. If any of these kids and students are interested in getting into underground construction and tunnelling, now is probably one of the best times in engineering's history to get involved in tunnelling. That's quite a powerful message to any of the engineering students, because we have such a shortage of good tunnel engineers in the US at the minute. So yeah.